This cupcake represents perfection in love. It's a connection. It's a relationship. May it be your friend, a sibling, a parent, or even a lover. At one point, this cupcake looks so perfect and so beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. It's so beautiful. All the way around, look at it. It's just lovely. But the longer we look at it, the more we start to critique it, and we start to see things that are wrong with it. Like, this is totally not filled in properly here, so it's really not as pretty as I thought it was. And the more that we get to know each other, the more of the superficial layers are peeled away. So let's go ahead and just peel away some of the layers here so that we can see what's underneath, what's beneath the mask, or in this case, and what's beneath the wrapper. We see things that we don't necessarily like. We see things that maybe we should change. Like this piece that's sitting over here just hanging off. It's weird, it's odd, it's not evenly distributed. I'm starting to critique this relationship. I'm starting to critique this situation, and I think some changes need to be made. So I'm going to tell you, I don't think that this belongs here, and we need to take it away from you. We need to get it out of the situation here. We should just cut that piece out of there because it isn't attractive to me. It doesn't work for me. And you know what? Sometimes this cupcake just pisses me off, and I need to tell it, these things about you are just horrible, and I want them removed. Let's get rid of those. This relationship can be frustrating, especially when things are out of place or not working out. So let's get rid of that too. I'm just going to critique you until you're where I want you to be. See, we're making something new here. We're creating all these sprinkles here on top. They represent your optimism. They represent your happiness, your joy. And each time you take a piece away, take a piece of that joy away, it's gone. And so all this joy, we can just take that away. And the happiness, because it's been critiqued away. And now we have this. There's still so much here that I don't like about this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this icing because it's too much. It's too sweet. It's too good. Let's get rid of that. All right, so now we have this, and I don't even think I want that. That is kind of gross, and it's all disgusting. All this delicate, soft, tender cake has been just disrupted and ripped apart. It was once so beautiful. Like this side over here, there's still pieces of it that are holding together. Maybe we should try to put it back together again. I feel terrible about what I've done here. I was just kind of, trying to make something different out of something that was already perfect. And I might have taken out some of my frustrations on this poor little thing that was representative of my love. I had a bad day, and I think it might have gotten out of hand. But it's all right. I'm going to just put it back together. Don't you guys worry about that. We'll get it back together again, and it's going to be just like new. Let's see if we can just put these pieces back on in a way that makes it go back together. Yeah, I think that might work. Okay. Let's put this top back on it. There's still some sprinkles on there. Let's put those on there. Those ones on top so we can still see them. So we can still see the sprinkles. There's a couple right here. We can still try to put those on top too. We'll make sure they stick. There we go. There we go. There's that beautiful cupcake. Let me smash it together a little better here. This is so frustrating to try and put this back together again, right? How are we going to ever put this together again? It's nothing like it was before. I'll put the wrapper back on, but it's still It's still not what it was. It's just falling apart. It's just torn to pieces. This cupcake represents your relationships, your love, the way that you care for something. And if you care for something and you see its beauty, then you shouldn't tear it apart. The beautiful things in this life are being destroyed. And it's out of our own ego and our own frustrations and our ambivalence, unawareness, that we tear things apart and don't even realize that we've done it. And then when we do realize what's happened, sometimes we try to put it back together again and want to fix it. But some things, when they're broken, they'll never be the same again. The way that we critique another, the way that we hold people to certain standards that maybe we couldn't even hold ourselves to, the judgment, the cruelty, the things that we do to each other, it tears us apart. And this is what's left. We have enough people out there tearing up the beautiful things in this world. We should all actively try to preserve them. So love the things in your life. Take care of the people and the things and the relationships you have in your life. Because once they're broken, sometimes it's impossible to put them back together again. So let this be a lesson to you in the way you move forward in your relationships. Treat everything that you love like a delicate flower, or in this case, a tender, delicate piece of birthday cake with sprinkles on top. I wish you all the very best. Take care.